So kia ora my crafty chums, and welcome to today's challenge. And for today's challenge we're going to make a cake box, but we're not just going to make an ordinary square or rectangle cake box. No, we are going to make a wedge-shaped triangle, cheesy shape type box, cake box. So if you've got a round cake, you'll be making wedges when you cut them. So yeah, I've made the bottom of the box, and hopefully I'm going to make the top of the box now. For the measurements for here, it's 4 inches wide, mark halfway, 4 3/4 inches long. Then the sides are 1.5 inches long, or in depth, or whatever. It might become a bit more obvious as I go along here. I've actually made this one from an old chart that we have on the boat, so now I'm chopping up charts. You can make it from whatever you want to. It does have to be a little bit sturdier because it does have to be able to, you know, to be able to stand. So yeah, let's have a go and see what we do here. So the top has to be a fraction bigger than the bottom. So I'm going to make the bottom a fraction bigger than I did the top. You want to come down and watch? Because, yeah, you know. So I'm going to make this 4 1/4. 4 1/4 is what I'm going to do. And halfway there, I've got one of these like Tim Holtz rulers here, so I'm going to go out 2 and what's 1/2? 2 2/8 or something, isn't it? So yeah, so that measures 4 1/4 long for the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4 1/4 long. And we are going to, for the top, this will be, so halfway along, we're going to measure up halfway. So if that was 4 1/4, this is going to be, it's 4 1/4 there. So I did 1/4 inch, so that will be 5. We're going to go to 5 centimetres up. Yep, 5 up, and just measure to the edges of the triangle there, if I can see them. 1, 2, and 2, and there. Yeah, that was a little bit difficult to see there because I've just got a bit of writing there along the bottom just when I'm doing that, so that's no good. So what I'm going to do now is 1 1/4. I'm going to measure 1 1/4. And I know if I do the ruler this way up, isn't it? This way up. If I do it that way up, that's 1 1/4. So just going to make my line here 1 1/4. And 1 1/4 here. But what I've got to do is make this as a rectangle. So this angle here has to be at 90 degrees. So this has to come across, and this has to be a 90-degree angle, and the same there, 90-degree angles. Normally I'd use my T-square for this, or a protractor. Don't have any of those, and my T-square got broken on the last trip out we did, so I'm looking for a new one. They don't cost much, but I don't want another long one. I want a shorter one, and I'm having trouble finding a shorter T-square for some reason. So I'm doing this at roughly eyeballing it at a 90-degree angle. So hopefully you'll be able to do yours properly at a 90-degree angle. And there. And there. So you've got your triangle here. got 3 rectangles there, and the rectangle is 1 1/4 in depth, wide, whatever you like to call it. What I'm going to do now is just put some tabs on here and make a tab there as well. So that's what I'm going to do next, about 1/2 inch. Roughly make 1/2 inch tab. Just taper it in ever so slightly at the ends as well. So from grunting and groaning there, still got my cold, getting over my cold. Don't really have a cold, I'm just getting over it, so I'm still a bit throaty and whatever. I'm just going to cut this out now. Just going to cut off a bit of the excess, make it easier to manage. Get that out of the way. See, look, using a bit of my chart. Just cut off a bit of the excess here. Going to get this here. I suppose I'm quite naughty really, but I really like using my guillotine. Gives me a nice straight edge, straighter than I can cut with a pair of scissors anyway. So that's what it looks like again so far. This is still the wedge shape I'm going for. Hopefully it's going to go over the top of here. We're going to do fingers crossed on this one, yeah? Because I'm just guessing this as I go along. So this is cutting the tab. So I've only got 3 tabs. That isn't 3 drinks. A tab is like a tin of beer or something, I don't know. Like this. It's only roughly, you know, I'm just showing you can probably take more care over this if you're doing this as a nice little present for someone. So then what I'm going to do now is, see, look, 1 tab there at the top and 2 tabs there at each end of that. There, whatever that is. So I'm just going to fold in along the lines here. I suppose you could score them or something, but I haven't bothered, have I? Actually folding these in at the moment, but yeah, oh, that is right. Yeah. Of course, when you do yours, you won't have the score lines showing all over the place there, will you? No, of course not. I'm just doing this so that you can see. Okay, now I'm just going to put some tape on there. You glue it down, you finish, you know, do it however you want to do it. Taping here. Here, where the tabs are going to go, I just pop some tape. I normally have everything prepared for you in advance, but I thought it'd just be a bit of fun this time for you to see me struggle through what I'm like when I don't do it in advance. Can be quite amusing seeing people when they haven't got it all cut out and ready. See my disappointment if it doesn't work. Because normally I would have cut this out ahead and then you just see me gluing it together. So, and there's the top on there. So you can decorate it how you want it for whatever season it is. As I say, I've done this out of my little old charts that we're not using anymore. And there you go, a nice little cake box for your either your Christmas cakes or a birthday cake or whatever cake to go in. And that's what it looks like. So I hope you enjoyed today's challenge. I hope you're going to give it a go, and see you again soon on International Crafters. Bye.